Listen, I'm not posting on Instagram every single day in order to grow my business. In fact, I haven't even posted on Instagram in the last 3 years. And the same is true for Facebook as well. In fact, I've never even had a TikTok or a Twitter or Snapchat, but I'm still able to generate leads and sales for my business. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what I do instead of posting on Instagram every day.
There's no stopping me now. I know my shot should sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am 𝗏𝗡𝗍𝗏, your go-to business operations strategist, here to help you grow your business through people and processes. Today, I am back with another digital marketing strategy video for you, and today I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at my exact YouTube to email marketing strategy is what I call it. That'll make more sense in a minute, but essentially, this is the marketing strategy that I have adopted that allows me to grow my business sustainably, generating leads, sales, boosting my revenue without having to constantly show up and post on social media, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or whatever the platform may be. So before I get into my exact YouTube to email strategy, I want to talk about why I personally ditched Instagram in the first place. I know I talk in a lot of videos about not being on Instagram, and people will say in my comments, I use Instagram, I get leads every day, which some of y'all be lying, but I know that there are some people who they grow their business and they only use Instagram or they're only using TikTok. I have clients who their primary marketing channels are Instagram or TikTok, and it works for their business, but everything is not for everybody. And for me, there was a point, I would say probably 2018, when Instagram marketing, leveraging influencers on Instagram, marketing on Instagram myself, my primary marketing strategy, and it worked for me at that time. And as the platform started to change, it was no longer as effective for me. I found myself having to create more content, not only just post regular static posts, but create reels, make sure you're posting in story, going live, and doing all these things. And despite me putting more effort into my Instagram marketing strategy, it was producing less and less results. Okay, so for me, I was like, I need to find a marketing strategy that's going to have a greater impact, but also give me a better ROI for the time, money, and effort that I'm putting into those marketing channels. So that is why, instead of using the short form marketing platforms that a lot of people promote, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, where your content has a shorter shelf life, I started focusing on SEO driven platforms that had a longer shelf life. And so with that, I saw that YouTube content has a long shelf life. I have videos on my channel that are literally years old at this point, and they still get views, they still generate leads for me and generate sales, as well as Pinterest. A lot of my content on Pinterest is evergreen, leads people to, well, somewhat to my blog. I just created a new website, so of course we're having to build up our reputation and rebuild some of that traffic, but Pinterest is an evergreen platform. It's SEO optimized, as well as the blog on my website. And in addition to that, I nurture my leads using email marketing. So those are my four main marketing channels. I use YouTube, I use email, and email is kind of the nucleus that brings all of my channels together. I use Pinterest, and then I have a website blog. My blog, Pinterest, and YouTube are SEO driven platforms that when users are searching for specific topics or keywords and phrases, when they're in a buyer's mode. All right, so now that I have given you the backstory of why I ditched Instagram in the first place, let me get into my new content strategy that's more of a weekly content approach and what I'm doing instead. So right now, my content strategy is very minimalistic. I like to follow the less is more and focus on the things that are going to give me the greatest impact. So I like to create content that's going to have a longer shelf life, that's evergreen, and it's searchable. So whenever people search for it, they can easily find it and consume it. And it's going to lead to generating leads as well as sales for my business, right? So I have 4 main marketing channels. The first channel I use is, of course, YouTube. YouTube is a huge search engine that's linked to Google. So it allows people to easily find me when they're searching, whether they're searching on Google or YouTube itself. In addition to YouTube, I also use Pinterest, and then I have a blog on my website, and then I use email marketing kind of as the glue or nucleus that brings everything together. So to break down my weekly content schedule, I essentially create 7, 8, 9 pieces of content on a weekly basis. And when I say I want you guys to know, in full transparency, I have a team. I have a video editor that edits my YouTube videos. I have a content writer that writes the blogs that go on my website. And I have a Pinterest manager that creates and schedules all of our Pinterest content, right? So with that being said, my weekly content schedule is I create 1 YouTube video, and that kind of dictates the content that's going to be in my other content media, right? So for example, I'll create 1 YouTube video for the week, and from that 1 YouTube video, I'll create a blog post for my website, and I embed that YouTube video into my blog. Now, I don't want my blog post to just be the same thing, the same content that's in my video. Typically, it's going to be a topic that's related, and it makes sense to cover one point within that blog with a video, right? So hopefully that is making sense. So with my blog, I may talk about tips to boost your email sales, and then within that blog post, I will have a link to my YouTube video where I talk about how to increase your open rates or how to increase your click-through rates, and then it will link to that YouTube video. So we're still talking about email marketing. We're still talking about how to get sales and boost engagement through email marketing, but that YouTube video is more specific than what that blog post is. Now, in addition to my blog posts that I create, I also write 2 emails for the week. The first email that I write is literally just going to be a go watch the video, go read the blog email. So whatever either my YouTube video or that blog post is, whichever one I think is going to be most relevant or whichever one makes sense. Sometimes I don't always post videos, so I send people to a blog, right, or vice versa. So I will write an email to let people know that I have this new video or this new blog post available and that they can go consume that content. In addition to my first email of the week that just tells people, hey, go watch this video, go read this blog post, I will have a sales email that is indirect sales because it's my Epiphanies with Ebony series now. But I will have a second email that goes out that's more so focused on adding value, but then also leading to a sale. So in my second email, I do have some type of direct or indirect sales pitch. Now, in addition to my emails that go out for every single video that I create, once I put it into my blog post, I will then create 5 Pinterest pins to promote that blog post. So I'll create typically 2 static pins, 2 video pins, and 1 ideal pin that will then generate traffic to go to my blog post or video. I try not to send people directly to the video. I used to do that in the past, but I stopped sending people directly to YouTube because number 1, there's no way for me to capture that traffic. And then number 2, it doesn't give me any analytics versus if I send someone to a blog post on my website. If I send someone to my website and they're reading my blog, Then of course I have my pixels where I'm tracking that data. I could then create retargeting ads with Pinterest or YouTube if I wanted to retarget those people, and I get more data. If someone goes to my website, also there's more opportunities for them to actually opt into lead magnets or buy one of my digital products or sign up for a service versus if I send them directly to YouTube. So hopefully that is making sense. That is an overview of my new marketing strategy when it comes to marketing, generating leads and sales. I pretty much create one YouTube video. That video then is embedded into a blog post that goes on my website. And then I create an email that directs my email audience to go watch the video or read the blog post. And then from Pinterest, I will create pins to then drive traffic to my blog. And then hopefully if the traffic is coming from Pinterest, they will then not only consume that blog post, they'll subscribe to my YouTube channel, they'll opt in, join my email list, or buy one of my digital products or sign up for a service. So in a nutshell, that is my digital marketing strategy, my YouTube to email strategy that I am currently using. And the reason why I love this strategy is because sometimes I just don't feel like creating content. And I can have times where I skip not posting a video on YouTube, not writing content on my blog, and it doesn't really have a huge impact on my lead generation or my sales and revenue because of the fact that I'm creating evergreen content that has a longer shelf life, and because it's based on someone searching for this type of content. And hopefully that is making sense. I'm doing a lot of videos. Next month I'm really getting into my entire YouTube strategy. So I'm going to get more into how I've been able to turn YouTube into a sales funnel and my actual exact YouTube SEO strategy in the next couple of videos. So if you want to get the inside scoop on that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, you have your notifications on. But in a nutshell, this is my YouTube to email strategy, which is what I like to call it. It focuses more on SEO optimized long form content, so I don't have to worry about being on those short form platforms like an Instagram or TikTok where you have to constantly cater to the algorithm and be feeding content into the algorithm. This marketing strategy for me gives me a more holistic approach. It feels good. It allows me to leverage my natural skills. I'm very good at writing, so me being able to communicate with my audience through email and through my blog is very beneficial to me. It's low effort, low energy, but it also helps me to maximize my impact. So I hope that by me breaking down my YouTube to email strategy and how I'm able to still generate leads and sales without posting every day, without being everywhere online, this actually inspires you to create your own holistic digital marketing strategy. Just because I'm using YouTube and Pinterest does not mean that that is what you have to use. Just because I don't use Instagram doesn't mean you shouldn't use Instagram. You have to decide what marketing strategies, what marketing platforms or channels are going to be the best for you to use in your business. Which ones cater to your strengths? Where is your target audience? What's the best way for you to engage and connect with them, and then build your strategy that way? A lot of times people go into marketing by just looking at what other people do and say, oh, like, I need to just run Facebook ads, and then you spend all this money on Facebook ads and you don't have any results to show for it. Or you jump into business and you have coaches who say you need to be on Instagram, or TikTok is the new black, you need to be on TikTok, and it may or may not be the right platforms for you to use. And I feel like I'm saying that I've been talking about digital marketing like all month, but I feel like I keep saying that, and I know there's probably people rolling their eyes at my videos at this point, but I keep reiterating that because I do feel like it's important if you want to be successful, if you want your business to be sustainable, you want to avoid burnout, you want to avoid frustration, you don't want to end up being stagnant in your business, you need to learn to trust yourself. You need to learn to tap into your own strengths and develop marketing strategies, branding strategies, business strategies that you know or make the best sense for you. Okay. I'm done ranting. Hopefully, me sharing my YouTube to email strategy was helpful. If you found this to be valuable, give this video a thumbs up. If you have questions, if you want me to go more in detail about my strategy, feel free to drop that down in the comments below this video. Again, after we get done with just like this general digital marketing strategy, I'm going to get specifically into my YouTube strategies. So my YouTube sales funnel, my YouTube SEO will be coming up next. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to get notified when I upload those videos. If you are currently struggling with your digital marketing, I would recommend that you check out Market Correct. Market Correct is my marketing system that helps you to develop a unique, holistic marketing strategy that's unique to you and your business. It also has a marketing planner. It's a pre-built Notion template that helps you to actually plan and organize your content so that you can come up with your marketing strategy, and then you can manage your content across multiple different marketing channels all in one place. And then it just helps you to be more consistent when it comes to your marketing efforts, and then you can track and tweak as needed. So that link will be in the description box below this video. Other than that, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by my internet home. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos just like this, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell. All right, bye y'all.